Aye, mate. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes just to see who comes in and just so everyone can see it, really. I have picked this lock a few times before, if you don't already know, if you're not on my social media. But it is a tough lock to pick, and it's nerves trying to put it on camera live, especially, like, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. It's different, in it. Aye, aye. Who is it? Who's there? Leave a comment, mate. Introduce yourself, who are you? Is it Daz? Did you send that one again, mate? I didn't see it. Aye, aye, mate. Look what pick I'm using. Boom. Still got it. Well, mate, you're the only person in the room, so if you didn't mind spending a bit of time watching, you're more than welcome, buddy. Just get this nice view for you. Try and keep your fat fingers out of the way. Right. So last night I did have a good practice on this, Daz, and I was doing all right. But you know what it's like, it's live, so let's have a bash. So the hardest thing is, these do take quite a bit of tension. I wouldn't say it's really heavy tension that I've been using. I'm just holding it like this to stop the vice moving, like. But, you know, a good bit. And the way to do it is, you need to identify which one is the springy levers, as you would a normal lock, and then use the opposite end to lever up. I think that's where you pick as well, Daz. So what you want to do is lever off the top to pick the opposite end, just to keep the pressure the same, because they're dead easy to overset. So when one's set, you'll hear a nice click. There's no false gates in this lock. And what you do is you press down on it. There'll be a little bit of springiness to a dead stop. That's a set lever. Now when you go through the lock, obviously things reset, but with it being levers, you don't get the good sharp snap. Sometimes it just edges up, so the sidebar can't fit in. But I'll shut up and I'll just pick the bloody thing. So 3 now is binding. So that's a nice click, and then you've got the nice sponginess to a dead stop. And then you'll go through to 4, 4 springy, 5 springy. So you leave that side, come back, just check one again. Still springy. And then I'm gonna, same as lockpick, oh you did, mate, to be honest. It kept on swapping sides, except I've got it in the vice, so I can't spin the actual padlock round. So I'm just gonna work through it like this. So again, medium tension again, medium to hard actually. So 1 went up. Good solid click off 2. 3 springy, 4 is. 5 went up. Let's just double check 2. Set number 1 is set. Opposite end of the Richter scale. Sometimes you can lose levers when you do that as well. So number 1, springy. 2, set. 3, set. 4's binding. Little click and a little bit of a sponginess now to a dead stop. And 1, 5. Set. Come back to 1. Springy. 2, set. 3 is. 4, pop back up. Here's a fail. 5's in its place. And 1, set, 3, jumped back out, 3, set, 4's binding, 4's set, 5 is, so double checking 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, that's this lock isn't too far from pick now, mate. As long as I don't lose any tension when I swap the tension wrenches. We should be on to our last levers. I'll get that tension wrench out. So let's go back through the bottom row and check. 1 is binding. 1 set. 2 is. 3 is. 4's come back up. 4's set. And I'd say this was the last lever. There you are. And it would be rude not to gut it on camera as well, mate. You're the only person watching. Oh dear. I wasn't expecting thousands in, mate, to be honest. But it is picked. We'll get it gutted and I'll show you the inside of the lock, mate, if you've got 5 minutes. You know the crack with this lock anyway, mate. You've got 10 levers in there. Sidebar on the actual core or the plug, whichever way you like to call it. It's got 2 ball bearings either side. See if I can get this out. The oddest thing with this lock, mate, was I was given it to us. My friend bought a locking container. And this was the lock that was inside the container. And the geezer says, look, you can take it if you want, like. And I says, yeah, go on then. I'll have it. I knew what it was. But basically, inside, some light on the situation. Inside, you've got the levers that you pick round. So if it focuses, these all move. These here. Backwards and forwards. And what happens is the sidebar gets stuck like that in that part of the lock down there, this part here. Now, until you've picked it and you've lined all of those levers up, when you put the key in, the key only goes in one way, like that, because it operates 2 different sides, as you probably know. But close up is Boom. So that now lines up all of those gates. Now, if this lock had false gates in, I think it would be incredibly hard to pick. But the thing is, if you look at the thickness of this part here, to that gap is bigger. There is play in it. Do you know what I mean? It's like that lockpicking lawyer said. The tolerances aren't great. It's just that it's the pick of it. You've got to have heavy tension all the time. And if you haven't got a strong pick like this, mate, honestly, that was the tool to have. Like, but as you can see, I've still got the rubber ring in. I heard people were taking that off, so it was easier to pick. You get better feedback, but that's the real deal, mate. And that just slips in like that. And obviously, without that in, it ain't gonna go in. So Daz, thanks for watching, mate. I'm not the only person in here. I hope you found it useful, helpful, interesting. And I know for a fact you'll leave your comments. Cheers, buddy. I'm going to head off now. I've got nothing else to pick at the minute. So, buzzing, mate. I'll get yours sent the weekend as well, buddy. Cheers, pal. See you in a bit, mate.